Good morning, sir. So, the first question that we wanted to ask to you is your personal profile.
I'm Reno Valier II. I'm 11 years alumna of the College of Pascar of West Visayas State University, and I live here in Barotac, Nuevo, specifically in Barangay Monpon.
So my next question, sir, may I ask about your current position, your job, your place of work and degree?
Okay, so for my work and job, I am now an elementary school teacher here in the district of Barotac, Nuevo. And also, I am teaching grades 4 and 5 and 6 MAPE. And I am designated at Kabilawan Elementary School. And at the same time, I'm also a member of ECD Dance Company of the Philippines. It is a dance company situated in Iloilo City, and also we are performing a dance company performing not only here in
The Philippines.
yes, in the Philippines but also abroad.
So, for our third question, sir, how long have you been choreographing or conducting dances, especially festival dances?
For a choreographing experience, way back college, we do basic choreographing styles or technique we learn in the college because in every subject we have, specifically in majoring dance, we do culminating activity in which we will do choreographing styles or we will need to choreograph a dance. But my professional choreographing or conducting dances, it began after college. So it's more or less 11 years from now. It is the time that I already learned to choreograph festivals, folk dances, and other genre of dances, specifically in any or every municipality that I have an opportunity to teach. So it's been 11 years.
So my next question, sir, what specific activities here in Barotac Nuevo have you joined or conducted that is related to culture and arts?
So basically, in my teaching experience, it is the time that literary and musical contest is present that time. So annually or yearly, we are joining in a literary musical contest, specifically in a dance competition, in which that I represented Barotac Nuevo for 3 to 4 times in a congressional level. And every year, when Barotac Nuevo is celebrating its annual fiesta celebrations, we do have this what we call this festival, Yahalusa Festival, in which each barangays is divided into different clusters, and we are representing each cluster to compete in this festival. So it is the time that I, as one of a choreographer in Barotac Nuevo, engage myself in this festival. And through this, I will be able to choreograph different dance techniques or different styles, and also explore different genre of dances. Because here in Barotac Nuevo, our festival is have different theme every year. We do have different genre or dance theme in every annual event we have.
For the next question, sir, may we know what is the most remarkable activity for you?
Lovely as a dancer and a choreographer, I do have a lot of remarkable activity. But the most remarkable activity for me as a dancer when I was able to represent as a delegate in an international event. Our dance company was selected to represent the Philippines in a festival or international festival held in Thailand. So it is a two festival. It is way back 2014. We represented the 12th International Thai Culture Camp. It is held in Saranburi in Chonburi, Thailand. And the other festival is the first ASEAN Cultural Exchange, and it is celebrated and also it is held in Nakhon Pathom, Thailand. So these two international events made my dancer career to the next level, in which that it brings honor to the country. Dancing or representing your country in such an event, you have different experiences and you will able to showcase your culture and also the rich art we have here in the Philippines in the international stage. And also as a choreographer, the most remarkable activity here for me in our town is when I was able to conduct an activity or spearhead an activity as a dance choreographer. Specifically, it is Aline Aysang Tamasak way back 2014. I was selected as a overall in charge in the event. So as a choreographer, um, it pushed me to to my limits. I was able to squeeze juices regarding arts in that activity, and I can consider that activity as the most remarkable activity for me as a choreographer.
So in relation with question number 5, sir, may I ask about your experiences about it?
Well, for my experiences about it, as a dancer joining an international event, it is the most unforgettable experience for me, Kate, because it is my first international travel. So I consider it as the most unforgettable opportunity because that opportunity is not given to all. And my experience there as a dancer, it is the experience is very surreal. Why? Because I was able to learn the culture that is not present for me first because in Thailand, people there are also like us Filipinos. They love their country, and my experience there is a very what I call this. It is a very educational or insightful because it is a series of activity conducted in that specific event. There is this activity that we will be able to every night we will need to showcase different dances we have. So it is that festival is composed of different countries. It is more or less 10 countries found here in Asia, and also countries from other continent in which Australia is also there, the Indonesia, and also the Mexican was also present in that activity. So during that activity, I considered it as an educational because every delegate there showcases their culture through dance. And I was able to grasp and also understand the different uh, ethnicity of each country in that specific activity. And also we do have that activity that is cooking. I also consider that as a remarkable experience because I was able to learn the different cuisine of each country because they taught us how to create or how to cook their food. And also as a choreographer, the experience I have is also challenging because you know as a Pascal student, you have this stigma that you need to have a good production. You need to do your best in every production. And as a also a graduate of this prestigious college, I was able to push myself to do my best. And the activity that I handle, which is the Lead Ay Sang Tamasak, it is the first activity or the first uh, activity here in Barotac Nuevo that I was able to choreograph, and also thankful that I do have positive feedbacks and critics are about the specific event.
Our next question for you, sir, is what are the problems you've encountered in conducting or joining such activity, and how did you cope up with it?
Okay, so for the problems that I encountered in joining the activity, the international activity that I joined in is uh for me is the rehearsal because during that time, Lively, I am a teacher already. And the problem for me is attending the rehearsal after the class because I need to divide my time myself as both as a teacher and then a dancer. So after class, since I am teaching here in Barotac Nuevo, I need to travel all the way from Barotac Nuevo to Iloilo just to rehearse. And of course, the rehearsal will end at around 10 to 11 p.m. And I need to go home from Iloilo City to Barotac Nuevo because I'll be teaching for the next day. So time, and I was able to put myself, find solution for that through time management. Because Lovely, if you love what you do or what you did, you will find ways in order to have it or to be successful with it. And for the activity that I conduct, that is the Lin Ay Sang Tamasak, the problem I encountered is, first is of course financial, the budget, because during that time there is no budget release for such activity. So for the problem I encountered in doing the event, the Linay Santa Masa, the most counted problem I do have is, of course, the choreography or the putting of all pieces of the choreographic techniques, like lightings, the dancers, the candidates, and also the visual effect that I need to put into that activity. So I was able to cope this through the help of course, planning and also manpower, in which I designated people in every areas. Like there is a person in charge for the lightings, there is a person in charge for the music, as well as for the candidates, and also for the dancers. We do have frequent rehearsals, and also we do have practice a lot, specifically practicing with the costumes. And I consider that through this coping mechanisms I was able to pull up the event successfully.
So my next question, sir. As a choreographer, what do you think are the strengths of the municipality in conducting or joining activities?
Okay, for me, Kate, the strength of each municipality in joining or conducting activity, specifically the festival or a festival activity, is the support. It's all in the support, because if the municipality supports the activity, I can sure that it could be a successful event, because the municipality is supportive with that activity. So I'm talking about the LGUs, the schools, and also the stakeholders and the people or the community, the people supporting a specific activity. And not only the support aspect is important in conducting the activity. I can say that the activity will also be successful if that certain activity, or example, the festival activity, has an identity. I'm talking about the theme, because I can say that if the activity or the festival has a theme or identity, it could be, or it will brought that specific festival into a success. Example, um, the Iwag Festival of Anilaw. They have an identity of Iwag, which is a torch, a light, in which they are celebrating this annual activity yearly in a specific identity of which is the light. The Hawas Festival of the Mangas talks about the how people there, the fishermen there, how oh yes, it talks about the livelihood. So if the certain municipality had an identity, it would be easy for them to conduct a festival activity yearly or annually, because of that trademark, that identity found in their municipality.
Next, sir. How about the weaknesses of the municipality in conducting or joining activities? How do you think can we improve these weaknesses?
Okay, so as a while ago, I answered the strength of the municipality in joining or conducting activities. So my answer is the opposite of my answer a while ago. Because first, if the strength is support, the weakness, of course, if lack of support. Because in conducting the activity, if there is a lack of support coming from the LGUs, the community or schools, the event will not be successful. Okay, so lack of support is one of the weaknesses of conducting an event. And if conducting an event, specifically the festival, I can say that the weaknesses there is, of course, also the opposite of what I said before, the identity. Because here in Barotac Nuevo, we encountered, or we have a identity of our festival, and I consider it as a crisis. Because through that lacking of identity, we have or shifting different theme every year. Way back when I was in high school, I still can remember that the festival that time that we are celebrating is called Panarap Festival. And it talks about the livelihood of our fellow Barotacnon living in the near coastal areas, specifically the Lamintao, Lanas areas, in which the livelihood there is about fishing. So Panarap means sarap. But when I studying at Pescar, it was shifted into Hiliusa Festival already. And that Hiliusa Festival talks about the celebration, the unity, Hiliusa, the unity of the Barotaknon. And from there, it has shifted again into a Tamasak Festival in which celebrating about the history of Barotac Nuevo, how Barotac Nuevo became Barotac Nuevo. And after that, we also again go back to Hilusa Festival, celebrating again that specific events. And I can say that through this, it is a problem for us to identify what really are what is really the identity of our town in celebrating a festival or celebrating festival like that. So as a choreographer, I can say that this is the weaknesses we have, the lack of identity to be celebrated in our community or in our town. Because if you were to ask me, um, it would be easy for us as a Barotaknon or as a municipality to identify first what really is our identity in order to celebrate or in order to create this kind of activity, which is the festival. So that is the weaknesses of conducting these events.
For the last question, sir, do you have any message to the youth of today with regards to promoting, preserving the culture and traditions of Barat Nuevo?
Well, thank you for the last question, Kate. And as a teacher and a choreographer, my message for the youth here in Barotac Nuevo when it comes to promoting our culture in Barotac Nuevo here is, of course, always love our beloved town, which is Barotac Nuevo. And not only love because as a youth, it is their responsibility now to learn or to pass the culture we have here in Barotac Nuevo, in which football. And through this, if they will able to love our community, I can sure that the future generation of Barotac Nuevo will be successfully implementing or promoting the rich culture we have here in Barotac Nuevo. And of course, as a teacher, I want to motivate this youth to study hard because it is through the education that our youth here in Barotac Nuevo will be able to showcase or it will be able to promote different fields later of their life when they will become professionals like the two of you now that you're taking being BCAED students at West Visayas State University and a youth of Barotac Nuevo. You will be able to bring honor to our community through education. You will be able to make Barotac Nuevo proud of you as a generation here or the future generation of Barotac Nuevo. So, lastly, to all the youth here in Barotac Nuevo, always study hard, continue to pursue your goals and your ambitions in life, and always respect your parents because through that you will be able to make Barotac Nuevo proud with that attitude. So Kate and Lovely, thank you very much for inviting me for this interview, and I hope you the best for your journey at the College of Pescar, and I do believe that you will be able to succeed or finish this goal in college life. I do hope and pray for the best in you in the college because this college will help you a lot.
So thank you so much, sir, for being our interviewee for today, and we hope that you will be so successful and there will be more lives that you will touch.
So thank you very much, sir, for sharing your expertise and your experiences to us. We hope that these experiences can help us also to continue our journey in our college. So thank you very much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.